What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the live match review. It's finished at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City nil, Arsenal 2. Oh, Mikel Merino. Big up Mikel Merino, man. Brace settings, saves Arsenal 2-0, 3 points. We're joined with Tony for the match review. Big up, first, can we say, big up everyone who joined the watch song with me and Tony. Fantastic watch song. You guys in the chat as always. But Tony, bro, Mikel Merino, you called it, man.
See, man, I only have one word. Just one word, yeah. Oh, Mikel Merino. Oh, Mikel Merino. See, Josh. I mean, I don't want to sound, kind of like over hysterical about, the happenings, about just what happened, what we just witnessed right here, right now, yeah, on the show. But I mean, I want to just say it. I told you so. I told you so. See you guys, yeah. You're welcome to the show. Me, Josh, we're down here. Josh, man, let's talk about this, man.
Let's
Let's
do
have
this,
a
man. I
conversation
mean,
about what happened.
let's start obviously with the whole team lineup, Tony. We know what we had to do, man. We had to play them three up front. Sterling, Wanyeri, Trossard,
Mm,
false nine today. Other than that, it was the same Arsenal lineup. Raya in goal, Lewis-Skelly, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Odegaard, Party, Rice in the midfield, and then of course that front three. We had no other choice but to play them. And let's be real, bro. Me and you both doing the watch on together. It was very, very frustrating, and that's credit to Leicester. We knew that they're going to make it frustrating for Arsenal. Relegate, their team that fighting relegation. They're 2 points behind Wolverhampton right now, so
yeah,
they would have took a point today by far in terms of where they're at right now. And they're a side that we know are gonna, sit back and soak up the pressure and really frustrate Arsenal. And they really did do that, man. We found it very hard to break them down. It was very, very poor in the final third. I think only the highlight of that first half was Ndidi header, which Leicester missed, and that was a big chance for them. So it was very, very frustrating, man. Even in that second half, majority of the game, it was very frustrating with Arsenal. It was really slow at times, really poor when it came to the end product. But then, man like Tony, yeah, man called it. He was like, take Sterling off and get Mikel Merino on. And Arteta
exactly,
does
man.
it. And Mikel Merino, firstly, can we say, I think the best player on the pitch today, I know the highlight will be Mikel Merino, the best player on the pitch today was Wanyeri. Yet again, this guy, balling out, it was his cross, by the way. Let's not forget before that as well, he hit the crossbar, and he also hit the post before that as well.
Yeah,
For both the goals. He's the only one trying to make stuff happen, people, right? And he gets a great cross into the box. Marino's there. Um, you know, Great header, 1-0 to Arsenal, gets us the goal, saves us for 10 minutes to go. And then he makes another run into the box. Fantastic run, gets us, himself a second goal as well. Clutch setters off the bench from Mikel Merino, man. I mean, he found himself in the right spaces. He's making
yeah,
the right runs, and that's what you're gonna do, man. And similar to how we did it in the Euros with Spain. If you guys,
yeah.
they brought him off the bench against Germany, didn't they? And he obviously got them
Mm.
the goal, but he just saved us there from an embarrassment, if we're being real with it, guys. So big up Mikel Merino for
Yeah,
both. Yeah,
a genuine embarrassment, bro. A genuine embarrassment. And again, see, I'll just give you footnotes to why I felt that would. I mean, rightfully so, the way you called it. It should have been another Arsenal embarrassment away from home at the King Power Stadium. I mean, Josh, I just want to take you back to Leicester City and what they've done. Yeah, I mean, Leicester City have played 25 games. I mean, included with this matchup is this Arsenal game that we had with them today. I mean, they've played 25 games. Guess how many goals they've scored? 25 goals this season. That's the
wow.
only goals tally that they've scored this season in the whole of the Premiership in about 25 games. But this one is the one that would cost an uproar. 55 goals conceded by this team that's
That's
deeply
mad.
rooted in relegation waters right now, sitting in 18th in the league. I mean, 55 goals, Josh. I mean, if Arsenal went into this game and got out of this game without winning or scoring a goal in this game, I mean, to presumably the worst team. The only team that I think that have conceded anything a little bit worse than what we have right now with them is Southampton that just considered about 54 goals a season. But I mean, Leicester City, shocking defending. And again, Arsenal is, was actually facing the worst defensive team in the whole of the Premier League, and then they made it so hard and compact at the back for us to score goals. I mean, you could look into how they stifled our attack, how they tried to latch onto counter-attacking, chances that they got, mostly with Ndidi at the wheels of almost all their counter-attacks. Ndidi and then what's this guy's name, the Ghanaian guy, Andrew Ayew. I mean,
Are
those
you?
were the
Yeah.
two that were trying to kind of like engineer something for them in the middle of the park, and rightfully so, because they knew how to stifle Arsenal's attacks, and they were just waiting for the waves and waves of attack because they knew that we had no bite in attack, no single bite. And so it worries me that, of course, Arsenal, that second in the league, that have actually scored, I mean, 51 goals, and that's actually the best defensive team in the whole league because we've just considered 22 goals in this league this season. So, I mean, we should be going down there at the King Power Stadium and absolutely mauling this team. Yeah, I hear you that we don't have strikers, but I mean, with what we got, we ought to engineer something against the worst defensive team. But I mean, we didn't do that really. One area, as you rightfully said, was the only one trying to engineer chances, trying to create something. It was the only spark trying to run at defenders and get us into those direct play positions to be able to get an advantage into the game. But I mean, of course, Leicester City defenders, Christensen and the rest of them, I mean, they all got the memo that they had a wonder kid in their hands that they had to really chase out all game, and they did it perfectly. They stifled some of his gameplay, but of course, Waneri hit the post I think he hit the post once. He had a shot just go slightly over the bar. There's chances on a good day to have been, if it was on target, we're looking at a goal or two from Ethan Waneri. So, I mean, those chances just went begging. And of course, you could just really see that Arsenal, there was a gaping hole down there in that number 9 position. No one was getting into space. We weren't passing the ball quicker, even if the game needed that kind of wave of attack that would also have lots of incisive and decisive direct play, and we had nothing like that. And you could see lots of chances went begging. Look at that chance that went to Sterling. He just
Yeah.
fluffed his lines and allowed the defender to get a nick on that ball. I mean, completely fluffed his lines. His positioning his positioning as a striker in this game is horrible. I mean, and yeah, oh my God, he kept on getting into this offside traps all the
Oh,
time.
that was
I mean, I can count how many times he was being tracked offside by the assistant referee all the time. He lacks positioning. He lacks the bite. He can't run and he lacks positioning. He can't score goals for us. Right now, I would just say we should just keep him on the bench and bring him in the second half. Maybe he could play as an impact player. Maybe that's just what we need with Sterling. He can't score. He can't run. He can't create chances. Definitely lacks assists. And he can't score goals. What do we have to lose at this point? And when he was stacking up the stinkers, I didn't watch along with you. You can remember when I told you we need to hack this guy off and bring in Merino, because at that point, Josh, what do we have to lose? And of course, that's where you said a team, the beast that I call him. I call Merino the beast. Yeah, I mean, you could just see him, his positioning. I mean, we'll talk about that later on, but you could just see tap, tap, boom, scores the first goal. Clear positioning, just like a number 9. What he knows where to position himself. See, you don't need to be attached to the nomenclature as striker. Once you know how to position yourself in the enemy box, yeah, in the opposition's box, once you know how to position yourself to get the clear advantage, I refer to you as a striker. Predatory positioning from Merino today. I know that will be on the chopping block with me and you today. So that big win for Arsenal today. And right now we're just 4 points behind
Yeah,
Liverpool,
tables
who
now,
have an
guys.
intense game against Wolves, who's in clear relegation waters
Their
coming up
relegation as
tomorrow,
well, man.
Josh.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, Tony. Absolute straight facts as always, bro. At the end of the day, this is how we're looking in the table right now, guys. Right, that win. I said it before the game. I said this. I think Tony said the same thing. Let's win this game and put some pressure on, man. Yeah, let's because obviously we play first this week. We won this game in the end, right? It's now 4 points. It's now 4 points, and as Tony rightly said, Wolves are in a relegation battle, people. Yeah, and
mm,
they're going to see today knowing that Leicester lost as well. That, and
yeah.
they're only 2 points behind them, so they want to get a big gap ahead of Leicester now. So they're going to be fired up for it. And I don't think it's that. It might be. I think they play away as well, if I'm not mistaken, Liverpool. So
Mm,
it's away from home as well, which
mm,
always tough to put someone on you. So yeah, that game's going to be crazy. But 4 points away from obviously Liverpool right now, guys, as well. But I mean, looking into this attack overall, Tony, Wanyeri was
yeah.
absolutely superb. Yeah, for me, man of the match today, right? This kid, 17 years of age, he did everything, man. He hit he's unlucky not to score today. He hit the post. I think he hit the crossbar as well, right? But that guy got
Mm,
the ball. And he set an example for what Sterling should have been doing. And this guy 17, by the
yeah.
way, at the end of the day. But going forward now, you say you'll drop Sterling. I agree with you, bro. I'd send this guy
I'm
back to
so
Chelsea right now, people.
sorry, Josh. Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
just
go on.
you just gave your man of the match to Ethan Waneri. I mean, I have no problem with you giving that to him, but I beg to counter your argument. I mean, I
With
would give it
Marino.
straight up to I would give it to
With Marino.
Merino. I mean,
Yeah,
the temerity for this guy to come in, a midfielder that no one respects in this football club. I mean, I've seen the blogs here. I've seen the internal charts of Goonies in lots of WhatsApp groups. I've seen lots of Arsenal fans cast doubt on this guy. I mean, talk rough about him, claim that Arsenal wasted money bringing this player. So clearly, it doesn't have the blessings of most of these Arsenal fans down there. Many of them have complained of how drab he is as a player and how we wasted money on playing on bringing him down here. As for me, I've not had those kind of words for him because I knew that he needed time to just develop as a player. And if you ask me, I don't think that Mikel Arteta understands the skill set of his players. He doesn't really know how to use Merino. Thank God that it took a Kai Havertz injury to actually
injury,
see
yeah.
what we're missing. You as a coach, yeah. I mean, you train with these players. I mean, it's down to you to understand their skill set. So, I mean, is Mikel Arteta just realizing that he could use Merino as a striker? And if so, why has he wasted so much time when we have a player who has predatory skills? I mean, in the 18-yard box of the opponent's box. I mean, I mean the sheer, I mean the sheer mental capacity to just position yourself the way he positioned himself in the 18-yard box of Leicester City today. I mean, that's a clear indictment on Mikel Arteta and his way of using players. He should have discovered this quite quicker because he's the one that I mean trains with these players week in week out. You should understand the
Yeah.
skill set of your players. I mean, I would love to say Ethan Waneri, but he didn't score any goals for us. He didn't pull us through when we needed that goal. If he kept on, with it, who knows? Maybe we would have gotten
It was his
something.
cross, though,
But
to
the
be
fact
fair.
there is that
For
he
the
didn't
first goal.
score a goal today. So I would give it to Mikel Merino. The temerity to get off the bench, come in, not as a striker as we should know him, but as a midfielder who this fan base don't even really like, or whom I mean, the fan base haven't really taken to see Merino for what he's really like. So, I mean, to come from off the bench, scoring not just one goal but two, I give him the man of the match, man. I mean, we weren't expecting this, putting us
Who
2 goals
wasn't?
up in an
Who wasn't?
away game. Come on, man. In a pressure matchup like this, Mikel
The,
Merino, what a beast.
the
What a
thing is,
beast.
this guy actually in the box, Tony. If you go back to Liverpool game as well, right? When we at the
Mm.
Emirates this season, he was in the box and he got us to go in that one as well, man. I said it earlier about when Spain in the Euros for Spain as well. He
Yeah.
off the bench in the box wins them the game as well. Like these types of moments, this guy looks decent in the box, man. I'm like, we literally people can maybe laugh about it about him playing as a striker, but this guy came on, he completely changed the game, bro.
Yeah.
Brace as
Yeah.
well. Man was on a hat trick, by the way. Man was on a
He,
hat trick.
man was on a tap boom on a hat trick. Exactly, nice. He called that one. I mean, just one slight touch away from glory and getting a hat trick, in which none of our strikers have gotten a hat trick this season. I mean, imagine what that
Bro,
would be.
so
Even Bukayo Saka hasn't got a hat trick this
nah.
season in the
So
Premier
Tony,
League.
I've got a question for you. Yeah, going forward now for these next couple, we've got West Ham coming up next week. What would be your starting front three? In your
Bro,
opinion?
it has to be Waneri. It has to be
Yeah.
Waneri. It has to be Merino. I mean, with what we've seen right now, if anyone is starting in that striking position, I mean, you should be dreaming. It has to be Merino. His positioning in the 18-yard box, his calmness in taking those goals in. I mean, I'll be putting Merino up there. And again, it's not like we're pretending down here. We did see training ground videos where Merino was actually playing as a striker for Arsenal in those training videos. I mean, Josh, I hope you saw those videos.
I did, bro. I did,
I
bro.
mean, he was playing as a striker. So what? I mean, what do we have to lose? There's no shame in doing this. Mikel Arteta has already fluffed his lines. He's disgraced us by not tapping into the market to go get in players. It's either one or two things. It's either he's a madman or he really believes in this team. I I want to say I want to take it that he understands why he didn't go for a striker. Maybe he knows that Mikel Merino has this in his locker room, and maybe that's why he employed him into that striker slot. So let's see what happens. I believe he's a madman, but right now, with what has happened with Mikel Merino, maybe he's got something up his sleeves. So I will be putting Mikel Merino in that striking position. I mean, he knows how to position himself, and Trossard will be down the left hand side as a winger. I mean, that's our setup. I mean,
Sterling's got to
Mikel
be dropped,
Merino
man.
can't score 2 goals off the bench as a striker in the team against Leicester City away from home, and then in the next game you hack him off. I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think so.
We have to drop Sterling as well, man. Like, there's no after what I saw today, Tony. I'm sorry. Yeah, this guy, bro, absolutely atrocious.
Mm.
Absolutely atrocious today, Raheem Sterling on the left hand side, right? Literally, it's just so predictable. He's lost all his pace that he once had years and years ago. But we knew this, people, coming into when we signed him in the summer anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's not forget panic buy settings in the summer for the Sterling, but he's got to be dropped now. So yeah, I do agree. I mean, Marino, he's very good in terms of in the box, man. I mean, look at him today, a brace, and even before that as well. If you remember, I think the cross from Timber, he almost got on the end of that one as well. So this guy
Mm.
actually, Marino in this final third, showing the strikers how it should be done, bro. Showing them how it should have
Yeah.
been done anyway. But I'm
Yeah.
just gonna quickly read some comments, Tony, and then we'll continue, of course. Big up everyone watching from
Definitely.
both channels as well, guys. Make sure you like it up on both channels as well. Rodolfo, big up Rodolfo in the building, my guy from Chile.
Big up
Big up to you, bro.
Rodolfo.
Good to see you, man. It's been a while, so big up to you. We got Boxer in the chat in Tony's channel, man. Big up
Yeah,
to you,
big
bro.
up Boxer.
Plasma says, I think we found a way to integrate both Marino and Mendy. Big up to you, Plasma, bro. He says, felt good to hear stadiums empty everywhere we go again. That should be the fight anthem. Big up to you. Congrats to the win. Big up Rodolfo, my friends.
Big
Marino
up
did exactly what
Rodolfo.
we need our striker to do. Be clinical, stay central, have a proper number 9 presence. He did. He did, bro.
Exactly. Key word from Plasma. Key word from Plasma. Big up to you, Plasma. Key word. Be clinical. I mean, Josh, let's take a pause. I mean, you'll go through the other. Comments, man. That keyword, be clinical. I mean, there's so many meanings to that. be clinical.
Yeah.
Has Kai Havertz been clinical for us this season?
No,
No.
no
Has
way.
Trossard been clinical for us this season?
No way.
No. Has Martinelli been clinical for us this season?
Nope. No
No.
chance.
See ya, guys. Has Gabriel Jesus been clinical for us this season?
No chance.
There goes the phrase. None of our strikers, but Saka, has been clinical this season. So, when you have a player that understands how to position himself in the opposition 18-yard box, and scores 2 goals off the bench. And mind you, Josh, this is a typical pressure game because Arsenal have that pressure to win this game because, Liverpool just drew against Everton. All of a sudden, there's a certain importance of a win that this match carries because when Liverpool have just dropped 2 points, Arsenal need to respond, and our response needs to be clinical. And by so
Facts.
doing, Merino found himself in
Marino did it.
positions
Yeah.
that typically you do expect a clinical number 9 to be in those positions. You could see the anticipation. The first goal from the cross from Trossard, you could
Ranieri.
see the anticipation. He was actually waiting, bro. He was actually waiting for the ball in the 18-yard box. He
He was there, man. He
anticipated
was
that
there.
cross, bro. He anticipated it. It was clear as day. When you are, it's odd to actually represent him as a striker in this position, yeah. But to just think that he situated himself in and about the 18-yard box, he's done everything right to just get himself a shot at glory in that first goal. In the second one, I think that cross was from Waneri. He situated
Ranieri, yeah.
himself again in that position where a clinical number 9 needs to find space. And it was just there.
100%.
Just
Agree with you.
latch onto that ball. It was a tap in, but that's what you want your striker to do. And we
Yeah.
got a midfielder that this fan base doesn't like into that position and tap, boom, he scores. Mikel Merino, man of the match for me, getting off the bench, the temerity, the calmness, the clinicalness to just stay in that enemy box and anticipate those chances and just put them in and took it away like that. He deserves lots of kudos. I'm not hyping him off, but I'm saying, what do we have to lose when we have someone who we're calling a striker, yeah, a washed up striker like Sterling, be the number 1 guy here after Kai Havertz found himself injured and is dishing out stinkers everywhere. Man couldn't run, man couldn't anticipate, man couldn't position himself in a place where he could find spaces to get a goal for us. Man was just getting caught with offside traps all around the pitch. He can't run, he can't position himself, and definitely he can't score goals. Suddenly, Mikel Merino has the same goal tally that Sterling has all season with Arsenal.
He actually does, man.
Make that make sense. Just make that make sense.
Marino, I think, 3rd goal this season for Arsenal, man. Crazy. But yeah, big up Akers. He says, Tony, you don't have the answers.
Big up to Akers.
Big up
Big up to
Akers.
Akers. Yeah. Please, if you're
Big
in the
up
chat
Lloyd,
on my
man.
channel, smash up the likes. Support the channel,
Yeah.
guys. Big ups. Big win for Arsenal. Big win.
Big up my brother Lloyd, man. He said one year you're brilliant. He said, what I tell you in the preview show, get this Sterling out my team. Marino was told he would come in at number 9, and just look at what he did. West Ham next we move. Bro, you called it spot on as well, Lloyd, bro, about not signing Sterling. And this guy was right, man. This guy is awful, man. But big up Mikel Merino as well. Akers and Liverpool already Premier League champions. Ethan was man of the match. Says big up Drew every single time as well. Yeah, big up Ethan, man. I know, and I agree with Tony. Like, I think Mikel Merino, 100% man of the match. I think he should have got it. But Ranieri as well. This guy, big credit to this guy, man, because it was his cross in the first place for Merino's goal. Yeah, but even before that as well, he's the only attacker that we had. Yeah, that started. Only play on the pitch really. That was actually playing, trying to make stuff happen. Was actually direct. Was actually taking on his man. Yeah, he should have scored, man. he hit the post and everything one year, right? But this kid's 17 years old, man. This guy's doing the business on the right hand
mm,
side. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
So big up Ethan as well, man. Every single time.
And again, Josh, yeah, it's nice that you brought up that point about Ethan Waneri. I mean, you could see like he's one of those guys, yeah, that has clearly impacted the squad from the academy. I mean, it's now becoming an academy show. I mean, you could look at the runs of Lewis Skelly
Kelly, yeah.
today. I mean, that last gasp um, interception he had in a goal bound Leicester City player down there. I mean, you could just see at the right place at the right time. You could just see that our academy players are even putting in more effort than even our main players. I mean, even our main senior players. I mean, these kids, I mean, right now we need to attach certain importance to them. I mean, they're giving us what we expect from our senior players. So I'm beginning to think that maybe we should have to give more chances to the youth setup. I mean, what do we have to lose to bring in Oyedeji?
Olieji, yeah.
Well, what do we have to lose? If I was Mikel Arteta, I'd be thinking of certain situations of bringing in Max Dolman into the setup right now as we speak.
15,
Because
yeah.
it seems that these youth guys, yeah, are actually putting a decent effort. I mean, they're clearly showing some certain kind of uh, urgency to their game.
Hundred.
Lewis-Skelly had a great game today. Waneri, great game today. If Oyedeji is down there and he dishes something next week, I mean, we could be missing out on something. Uh, you know, I clearly like this a youth setup that we have. The
We
sheer
got some really,
urgency
really
that they have.
exciting players coming through, man. You know, I
Mm.
mean, we're seeing it with obviously Waneri, but Lewis-Skelly, as you mentioned. But yeah, what about Max Dalman, bro? 15 years of age. Went to the Dubai trip, training with the first team as well. He's actually not allowed to play because of his age, by the way. The rules state that he can't play because of his age, which is madness. But training with the first team. That guy looks, a good prospect as well. I mean, but you are right. I mean, at least get the guy off the bench, man. He's a striker. Or the edgy, man. This guy can come off the
Oyedeji,
bench.
yeah, exactly. What do we have to lose at this time? Bro, we don't have anything to lose because I mean, Sterling has stank up the place. What do we have to lose right now? We can as well just put any player, bro. Even Turney. I mean, we could actually use Turney with his pace. He could actually cause lots of trouble in the enemy territory and get us into spaces where we could actually, just utilize any player who wants to score a goal. We could as well put Turney in that position that Sterling is because Sterling completely
Mm.
lacks fitness, completely lacks pace. He can't dribble. He can't directly take on his man. I mean, his drab is useless. He has nothing to offer us, and this is clear proof with his performance today that that he has no depth and he's not supposed to be in this team.
Yeah, facts, bro. Big up Lloyd. He says, Josh, I said, sorry, Ante needs to show how astute he is about the game. He showed us today. Found the way for us to win. Just watch the high standards FC complain about winning games. Yeah, Lloyd. I mean, you are right, man. We were saying before the game, this guy needs to adapt. To this situation, and you got to also give credit to the manager for obviously bringing making the summer Merino, man, and taking off Sterling. Credit for that because it worked out.
Yeah, credit for that. Credit for that. I mean, he put us in the same situation. Guys, see, to be very sincere, Arteta put us in the same situation. Yeah. Where were you when we needed a striker? What did you
Yeah,
do in the January transfer window? You put us in the same situation. So we're not supposed to be clapping for you to find a temporary solution to a problem you caused in the first place. But throw that all away. Today was a different game. Let's take it for what it's worth. Today, he made that call to actually hack off Sterling after seeing the stinkers he dished out today. I give Atata kudos today for recognizing the fact that the signing he brought on into this football, that's his signing. Sterling, it's his signing. So if he hacks him off, clearly he has failed in recognizing a decent winger for this football club. He failed in actually putting more of his trust on Sterling rather than on Merino from the get go. Imagine if Merino started that game, he would have been on his hat trick today, innit?
He would have, yeah. He would have, 100%, bro. 100%. Rodolfo says Arsenal's always closer to the lead. Leicester wanted to counter-attack, and that's all. Their ultra defensive tactic paid the price, and Arsenal did what they had to do. Do you know how changed the moment Marino walked in? We started crossing the ball more. Odegaard passing became more direct. It was the plan. Good game for us.
Yeah,
3 points, and we move. Adam says they
yeah,
deserve to
that's
win.
true.
I'll follow you back, man. I'll follow you back for sure, Adam. Declan, big up to Declan in the chat. Our players getting injured to avoid. What does that say? Do you mean Cronkies? Is that what you mean?
Kroenke's, don't understand that, but big up to him, man.
Big up to you, bro, as well. Plus, I think Odegaard had a decent game. The whole team really struggled today, but him and Wanyeri's link up pulled the strings today.
Josh, slow down a bit. Odegaard, Odegaard, no, Odegaard had a shabby game today. I mean, Odegaard was losing the balls in the middle of the. I mean, you, Josh, you complained a few times about Odegaard today, innit?
Yeah,
I mean, he lost the ball in the middle of the park in spells today. Yeah, he drove the ball a little bit to kind of like get into space, but he was hacked off. There were lots of interception from Leicester City player because they recognize his danger. But I mean, it's part of his. It should be part of his skill set to actually sniff off sniff this danger and get into spaces in a way. But he didn't do all those things. He didn't get those incisive passes. He didn't get us any assists today, and this is a bigger problem that we have to face. That our captain and our sister in chief isn't really influencing games these days. I mean, it would have been easier if he had an assist or a couple of assists today, but he didn't get any. And this has been the story in lots of games this season. He hasn't really a shaking of that injury that he's gotten. He hasn't really, I mean, lit up, the league this season. I've not really seen crazy numbers from him, and you expect that from him because he's our main man, apart from Bukayo Saka, and he doubles as our captain. I want to see our captain give us lots of assists. I want to see him get into space. I don't expect him to be losing the ball in the middle of the pitch. There was even one he lost the ball in front of at the foot of our 18-yard box, and they nearly scored from that. These are costly mistakes that on a good day, other teams that are quite adventurous and lethal would score from those chances. And Odegaard, I mean, sometimes he just doesn't know when to let go of the ball. When you get that ball, mostly when you're playing against a team that are allergic to teams that play faster and move the ball a little bit more quicker. I mean, you should be very quick in getting the ball out. He was always trying to hold on to the ball for such a long time. And when you're playing in such a pressure game like this kind of games, where you need 3 points across the scoreboard, you need to pass the ball more quicker, release it, get it up the pitch more quicker, rather than dancing around the ball and getting to lose the ball again. And then you put your team in such a bad position because tap, boom, you're now facing a counter attack. So, I mean, Odegaard, I wouldn't say he was the worst on the pitch, but I mean, drop performance from him.
I think, for me, especially in that first half, it was awful for me. As you rightly said, man, he's really frustrating to watch because for me, he's moving the ball too slow. He's moving the ball too slow, and it overthink it as well. I think what changed, as someone said it earlier, when Merino came on, he started being a lot more direct. So I think as the game went on, especially when we made the sub with Merino, because we had someone there.
Then he switched it up a little bit.
Yeah, he switched up a little bit because there's actually a target man there in the box like Merino. So that's why he was getting a bit more joy, I think. But this was a well-earned win, says Lloyd. We wanted it more than them. They had nothing to do. No one does anything. Us fans and the boys need to celebrate this well-earned win. Yeah, bro, very happy for sure. We're very happy with this win, man, 100%. Because we used 80th minute, man, 0-0. We was feeling the worst, man. But then Merino steps up. Declan says Callum deserves a shout out. Yeah, big up Callum, man, every single time. I was expecting Mikel Merino to score a brace. I don't think no one was tacky, bro. But yeah, big up to Merino. Fair play to him there as well.
Mm.
Yeah, no one was. Big up to Diamande in the chat. Hope you're good, bro.
Hope you're good,
Go
man.
Pro
Hope
says,
you're good.
yeah, big up Diamande as well. Man City have a top level striker, yet they keep losing. It's their playing style, and also players want Pep Guardiola out because he's gone that shit crazy. I know everyone's gonna be talking about Wanyeri and he deserves it, but that goal was saving touch from Luke. Yeah, that's a great point that I completely forgot about. When they had that, I
Yeah,
think minute 70, they had a fantastic ball across Leicester, and Lewis-Skelly, if he wasn't there,
I
they would have
mentioned it
been 1-0 down.
already. Yeah, yeah, that challenge. I mean,
What?
I mean, Lewis-Skelly is playing. I mean, to be very sincere with you guys, yeah, I don't need to overstretch, but clearly he looks like the best left back Arsenal have gotten since Ashley Cole. It's been long I've seen a player that's that young with so much composure, so much decorum as
Yeah,
a player. That's just a little bit arrogant. I mean, you can see it in his playing style and his playing attitude. You need that little bit of punch, that little bit of bite, as a player. Must say, you need that, at this stage, at this time, when playing against these monsters these days. You need to be a little bit more arrogant, a little bit more tacky, a little bit more confident, a little bit more. You should have that bite and everything. All these qualities, yeah. Mars Lewis Kelly has them in quantum. I mean, just look at the performance. I mean, at the back, he kept it not just safe, yeah, but he also helped out in attack at every point we needed him. He was doubling up on that left hand side, helping Trossard get something out there. I remembered many times that Odegaard used him as an outlet in the left hand side more of the time, even than using a Trossard. And the players, you
yeah.
could see them, they trust this player when they get the ball across to him. I mean, how many youths, yeah, in the league do you see when they pass the ball to him? Do you see other players just have total confidence in that youth?
Not many, man.
Not many of them. I mean, when any pass goes to Mars Lewis Kelly, I mean, you could just sense the confidence in these players. They allow him do his thing. They allow him get the ball across because all of them, they literally trust him, not just as a player, but as a valuable member of that team. Yeah, I mean, and it is becoming one of the most. I mean, it's becoming one of. I mean, one of the most. Important fabric of this team. I mean,
Facts.
he's come into this team and make sure that we don't have any more left back issues. He's totally kept
Yeah,
Calafiori on the bench.
his maturity as well, man. Like the way how
Mm,
he's, it's like he's been playing with Arsenal for years and years. You
yeah,
wouldn't expect
exactly.
guys to
His
come in and be,
composure, his confidence on the
yeah,
ball. I mean, that's something to write home about. And he helps out in attack. And again, one of the problems we always did have with Zinchenko, yeah, it's not like anyone hates Zinchenko. No, it's just because of his attitude while playing. When you're playing, you completely forget that you're there as a left back and you start encroaching into midfield and inverting into spaces that we don't necessarily need you to invert. But right now, you could see Marshall with Skelly whenever he's even inverting, yeah, you don't need flying wing backs, yeah, you don't need them. But the thing there with modern football is that you do need flying wing backs that do their inverted thing. Yeah, no one has a problem with that. But also understand that you need to create that balance. You need to go upwards, help out in attack, but you also have to remember that you have to keep that balance in defending. Defending is your main job. You're not an official winger. You're someone that supports the winger. So go back and help out your team and create that balance and maintain that defensive form. And that's what Skelly has been doing. And oh my God, I'm so happy that we have this player on the books. I can't wait till next season to see to see where this kid's career goes to. Such an immense player.
Facts, bro. Absolute facts. Plasma says we got Sterling for free. Yeah, I feel like we've still been scammed.
Yeah, we scammed. Oh my God, who was that? Who was that? Put that back. Bring that back.
Big up
Bring.
Plasma.
Who was that?
Plasma, bro.
Oh, Plasma. Oh man, Plasma, man. I give it up to you, man. I mean. Comment after comment, man. You speaking sense exactly. No, see, Josh. Josh, don't you feel scammed, bro?
Yeah,
Because
how we got him
either
on
way, we're
above
still
them as well?
paying this guy. Don't you feel scammed? He can, bro. See, he can't even get past his man. Josh,
It's
he can't get
embarrassing.
past his man.
Embarrassing is what
He
you said.
can't run. He can't position himself. Josh, how many times? Me and you
Another
did the watch
Willian.
along. How many times was he caught offside today?
Oh,
Can
too
you
many, bro.
remember?
Too many
It's just
times.
so many, right? He lacks positional awareness. He lacks complete positional awareness. And bro, I feel scammed. I mean, I feel that there's fraud that has gone on in his, in us acquiring Sterling. I feel hard done by Chelsea Football Club. Why do they seem to get one over us? Why all the time?
Every
See,
time.
Josh, they do this all the time.
Every
Now
time,
and
bro.
in the afterlife. I mean, look at players, bro. See, man,
It just
Willian,
reminds me of another Willian. Do you remember
Peter
what's that
Cech,
Willian, Tony, bro?
Willian,
Willian.
Peter Cech, Gallus. See, horrible players have arrived
David
from
Luiz
Chelsea
as well.
Football Club.
It's crazy. You're about to see the best of me. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what Plasma
Oh
said.
my
You're about to see
God.
the best.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Don't even get us started, man. I feel scammed. I feel scammed with Sterling on our books. I feel us dishing out money to this guy has actually denied us the funds freed up to actually get a striker. He has, I mean, he's gazumped that money. To be very sincere with you, I feel scammed by this guy, and it hurts. It hurts as an Arsenal fan
For sure.
to just see us
Plasma,
being treated this way.
yeah, Plasma says I already mentioned it, but another consistent performance from Timber. To think he's 23, still so effective from going forward, and mate. And yeah, this guy's doing it after coming back from ACL as well, man. After having that big ACL injury, he's still
Yeah,
consistent. I mean, we got Ben White back. He was on the bench today, as we know. So maybe we can manage Timber a bit better now, and we won't have
yeah.
that right about him picking up another injury with ACL or wherever it may be. But yeah, another really good game from him, man. We got to Timber as well.
Josh, as we were talking, Manchester City just went up against Newcastle.
Oh, what are they winning?
Yeah, they're leading against Newcastle. Big
On
game going on right now as we speak.
big up Rory. I hope you're enjoying the view.
Rory from Dubai, my guy,
Dubai.
Rory.
Big up, bro.
Rory, how you doing? Rory,
He
my
says
guy. I
he
know
says
he'll be
put
smiling wherever he is because whenever I
yeah,
hail him like this, I mean, he just gives that cheeky smile, innit? Big up to
yeah.
you, Rory. We
He
miss
says
you down here, bro.
he says put Sterling in a Chelsea shirt, leave him in Leicester, and hope they don't realise. Facts, bro. Facts, man. Only positive with the current injury crisis in attack. The fact 1 year he can actually start games consistently now from now until the end of the season.
Mm.
100%. If he continues to play the way he is from now on until the end of the season, it may force manager not to drop him. I think holding up the ball is what Arteta wants from Odegaard. He wants him to wait on the ball until everyone is in a good structure, both going forward and stopping counters, even if it slows us down. I
Mm.
hear it, bro. Odegaard had a shocking first half. I agree with that. Second half, I reckon he was a lot better. Driving forward was really well and was heavily involved in the second goal. We got Sterling for nothing and we still got robbed.
Yeah, we got robbed. Bro, I feel scammed. I feel scammed by this Sterling purchase, bro. In any way, loan, anything, bro, I feel scammed. Because,
Yeah.
bro, man, drab play. Very
Yeah.
drab. I can't believe my eyes. Can't believe my eyes. Shocking, absolutely shocking player. Can't believe it, man. Bro, there were many times I mean, a pass was given to him and he tried to engineer some I mean, some magic to try and, I mean, just get past his player. But I mean, it's so easy. I mean, it was so predictable. His next movement, his first touch on the ball, so
Facts.
predictable. I mean, they just hacked off the ball away from him. It's so easy, no problem whatsoever. I mean, this guy's finished. I mean, an inquiry needs to be made onto how come Arsenal managed to get all these horrible players, you know, across the board. Shocking
Omar
play.
Mamouche got his first goal for Man City, guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I told you, that's the player we should have gone for this season.
Yeah.
But again, Josh, yeah, I mean, it's only right to ask you these questions. Yeah, I mean, do you think Merino has what it takes to get us over the line? I mean, because since Arteta wouldn't get us a striker, and I've already told you that it's either he's a madman or he knows what he's doing. Uh, And right now, he brought from the bench Merino. Off the bench, he scores 2 goals in that striking position. And he was training Merino. I mean, Merino was training in those training videos that we saw as a striker. Do you think Merino has what it takes to take us over the line?
I don't want to sound negative, but I don't think he does, Tony. So they goes over the line. What you're talking about over the line in terms of Premier League this season? Nah, not. But it don't take anything away from him, though. Just to make that clear today. But we shot ourselves in the foot anyway with it, you know. But credit where credit's due to Mikel Merino for coming in today and scoring a brace. But I look at it this way: to get us over the line Premier League and Champions League, nah,
Mm,
he's not going to do that. No.
yeah,
But
he's
that
not.
doesn't mean I'm not taking anything away from him today because he came off that pit with 10 minutes left, yeah, and he changed us the game and he won us the game. So big credit to him for that, man. Big
Exactly.
up Stack in the
Change
chat, by the
everything.
way, bro. Good to see you
Big up
tonight,
to
man.
Static. Big up to Static. Big up to Static. That's our guy. Big up Static. Static, how you doing, my bro, man?
Big up Stack.
Static, great win today. Big win. I mean, of course, I know that you definitely have reservations about how shabby we were in the first half, and of course, with us with a lack of a striker, and of course, I know you're a big critic of our captain, Martin Odegaard, but I mean, the sheer temerity of Merino to get off the bench and just score those 2 goals. I mean, that should give you, I mean, a little bit of temporary relief, But I mean, for what it's worth, Static, we came out with a win today, innit?
Yeah, 100. He says, hey, Josh and Tony, well done, Arsenal, but it's still very poor performance. Sterling should definitely have been substitutes at half time for Marino.
I agree. Completely agree. Completely agree. I agree. And of course, Static is always speaking facts, man. Big ups to Static,
Yeah,
man.
big up Stack,
Real
man.
one out there. Big up to Static.
Absolute real one. Rory says, typical time when Mamouche scores his first City, can't we end up with bloody Sterling? Yeah, typical, ain't it, bro?
It
Well
hurts.
done to
That's why I
Marino,
feel
two
scammed.
very good
It's
goals.
true. Facts from Rory. Facts. I feel scammed by having this fraud in our football club. Shocking performance.
As things stand, Chelsea are now out of the top 5, says Lloyd. With that Marino first goal too, we've seen him getting similar positions like against Liverpool. That's exactly what I said as well, man. Yeah, and like Spain as well.
Mhm.
Marino is quite literally new Fellaini in the Premier League. Yeah, I remember Fellaini. Edison has his third assist of the season, same as my goal Odegaard. Edison, you know. Oh, Mamu scored again.
Wow, Mamu scored again. Yeah, it's 2-0. Yeah, that's true. 2-0.
Tony, can you
That's
still hear me,
true.
by the way? Hold on.
Yeah. See ya, guys. Yeah, I mean, look at Mamouche do his thing. Look at Mamouche do his thing. If Arsenal would have just gone the extra mile to just bring in a decent striker like Mamouche, maybe we will be the ones using Mamouche to beat Newcastle in the last games that we had with them. That's shocking, yeah, shocking Arsenal. Shocking Arsenal. I mean, at this point, guys, yeah, I mean, it's just painful to watch. It's painful to see Arsenal struggle without a striker. I mean, yeah, we got the win today, but I mean, this is a very, very shocking Leicester City side. And guys, don't you forget, this is the worst defensive team in the whole of the league. So, I mean, if Merino scores those two goals, I mean, you can't really pitch this game as a yardstick to propagating Merino as a classy striker. He's not. He's still a midfielder, whether I like it or not. You know, I mean, we shot ourselves in the foot when we never did the right thing in going to get a striker. It's nice to see that Merino bailed us out today, but what happens when we meet more enterprising teams, more adventurous teams, more astute teams, more teams that could actually tighten it up at the back? If Merino is our striker against a very important game against Liverpool, will he bail us out the same way he bailed us out today? I mean, that's the second most defensive, not defensive team, but they have the second best defense in the league. Do you think Merino would find his way up top and they would give him a chance to score a goal? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, we
100%.
shot ourselves in the foot. Shot ourselves in the foot.
Um, let's do some. Should we do some player ratings, Tony? Man, we'll go through
Yeah,
the whole
man.
team.
Let's do player ratings and
Yeah,
be
do
on
some
our way.
player rating. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. So we'll start with the goalkeeper, man. Of course, rare in goal, kept a clean sheet today. What do you make? What do you make of him, Tony? And what would you rate him
David Raya, I mean, he didn't have much to do today. And even if some of the chances that they had, I felt it was a little bit, it showed signs of little cracks here and there. I mean, if there was a more adventurous side today, it would have been a little bit dicey from him. There was a header from, I think, Ndidi. If he maybe just placed that ball into target, I mean, he clearly has already beaten David Raya today. David Raya was also outside of his 18-yard area quite a lot of times. I mean, sometimes he just loses composure. He loses, I mean, every bit of respect behind the sticks. At times, he just looks. I mean, he just acts erratic. I mean, in his post. But I mean, keeping a clean sheet away from home, decent play today. I mean, not that bad, but I mean, there were some balls he caught today, and it helped out. The passing from the back was still okay. It had nothing to do throughout today, mostly, probably because of the quality that was clearly lacking in that Leicester City team. So definitely, I'll just give him probably a 7/10,
at?
mostly for that clean sheet.
Yeah, nah. Before I talk,
It
Taki,
keeps
bro.
raking in. It keeps raking in the clean sheets anyway.
Yeah, he does. But this comment here from Taki, big up to you, Taki, as always. Yeah, but come on, man. He says people stop hyping up Marino. No, who's hyping him up, man? No one's hyping this guy up, bro. We're giving this guy credit where what credit is due. The guy come on and scored a brace for Arsenal, man. We're 10 minutes away from dropping points and then being a total embarrassment. This guy changed the game, bro.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't think no one's hyping
Taki,
this guy up.
no one has hyped him up. No
Yeah,
one has hyped him up. But I mean, if a player had scored two goals for you today, where I mean we would have clearly been embarrassed today. I mean, if we give him the glory for today, I mean, what's wrong? What's wrong? So I
facts.
don't agree with you, Taki, man. I don't agree. No one has hyped him.
No one's hyped him.
Everyone is just feeling, oh my God, they're just feeling shocked and thankful for him taking his chances today. And I don't think that's anything wrong to actually route the player who came from the bench, who's not a striker, to have such clinical composure in front of goal today. I mean, you have to give it up for him, innit?
Yeah, 100%. And Plasma says give the man credit he deserves. He's disappointed this season, but we've just seen
Big up
progress,
Plasma.
especially with the injuries. Facts, bro. I couldn't agree more. There. And big up 170 Gunner in the building as well, bro. Hope you're good, man.
Big up to oneself, Iguna. Big up to you, brother.
Yeah, Good man, Taki. That's it. He says I'll give Merino credit. Yeah, of course, man. Give him where it deserves, man. 100. Yeah.
Hmm.
Big up to you, Taki. Just big up Tony and Josh. Big up Taki every single
Big up, Taki. Taki's
time.
our guy. We don't forget,
Yeah,
he's our
man.
guy.
Yeah, big up Taki. But yeah, I agree with on Radar, bro. I feel big up to him. Yeah, and another clean sheet for him. Big up to him. Obviously, I
Hmm.
agree. I don't think he had too much to do other than that. As you said, with the Ndidi header from Leicester. I think other than that, I think as you said a few times, he almost gave us a bit of nerves, man. Especially when he out from the back a few times, But clean
Hmm.
sheet, you'll be happy with it, man. I'll probably give him a 7 as well, man. I'll probably go 7 out of 10 as well for that.
Who? For who? For who?
A goalkeeper, man. A Raya.
Okay, Marina.
All right, let's go to Jurriën Timber, man, at right back. As we said earlier, with this guy, still being consistent, man. I thought a decent game today. I'll probably give him a solid. I'll probably give him a solid 7 as well, man. Well, what about you, Tony, for Timber?
For Timber, I think he kept it tight at the back too. He also tried to progress the ball at occasions when he had to. It took a little bit of knocks here and there. I mean, it's inviting lots of challenges, and of course, we don't need any more injuries in this team. I mean, I can't overstress that fact, yeah. And he just opened up himself to lots of kicks and lots of, I mean he really opened up himself to lots of, I mean, little niggly kicks here and there, and I'm not a big fan of that for right now because I mean, our team is small now, and our team is trimmed, totally trimmed. We don't need any more injuries. Of course, I've heard that White is okay to come on right now, but still, we could still make use of him in defense or in midfield or even in that right back position, even if White comes back. So I don't want to see him get injured, man. But great, great, great performance today. He helped out where he should. I mean, that right hand side was quite sealed,
Yeah,
locked up his man. Manchester City have just gone 3-0 up. I'll
3-0.
give Jurgen Timber an 8/10. It was decent today.
Yeah, Manchester City 3-0 up, guys. As well, madness against Newcastle as well. There we
Oh
go.
my God,
Yeah.
Mamouche has just scored. Mamouche has just
What?
scored his hat trick.
Hat trick for Mamouche. Oh my
Mamouche, he scored the third
Mamouche
goal.
hat trick. Let's go to William Saliba, man, at centre back. I thought a few times Vardy actually got I've seen it in the watch on a few times.
Yeah,
Vardy got better.
got the better of him, right?
Yeah. It's unlike Saliba. I honestly think Tony. I think he's got his mind elsewhere, bro. And you know what I'm
I
talking
think it's
about.
got his mind there. So it's clear to see he's got his mind on that Real Madrid ticket, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. I mean, it's
I'll
clear
probably
to
give
see.
him. I'll probably give him a 6 today, man.
I mean, but
To
we
be
kept
fair,
a clean sheet.
we kept
I'll
it.
just
Yeah,
give him. I'll give him a 7.
yeah, yes, yeah. Because of the clean sheet as well. To be fair, I'll probably give him a 7. But he's certainly had better games than what he had today, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll give him a 7 for
Uh,
the fact that we did not concede any goals
yeah.
today. Yeah, so a 7 is decent anyway.
Mamouche,
And
a hat
anyway,
trick,
Leicester
man.
City did not create much chances to even. I mean, to even kind of like bring out his lapses that much in the game. So let's go with 7.
Yeah. Um, what about Gabriel, man? Alongside him, I thought Gabriel had a pretty solid game, man. At centre back today. I thought didn't really put a foot wrong. Did what he had to do really. I think he didn't really get caught out defensively as well today. Yeah, man. I probably Gabriel solid 8, Tony. But what about you?
Gabriel, a
Yeah,
solid 8.5.
yeah,
Solid
yeah,
8.5. The rock in defense. This guy keeps showing. I mean, he keeps showing us the kind of player that he is. Player of quality. How much he's improved since 2 seasons ago when Everyone needed him to be out of the football club. I mean, he's developed into something different. He's now the king at the back. So, I mean, big ups to Gabriel Magalhaes. Big game today. Helped us out totally today. And a very big
Definitely,
presence in defense for us, man. Great guy.
definitely. Let's go to Lewis-Skelly, man, at left back. I mean, this guy once again, as we spoke about earlier, Tony rightly said it. You know, look at this kid, man, 17 years of age. He's just doing his thing, man. And I think today again, another really good performance at left back. Um,
Mm.
eight, another 8 for Skelly, man. Superb performance for me. What about you?
I'll give Skelly a 9 today, man. He was
9.
immense
Yeah,
today. I'll give him a 9. He was immense today. It kept the balance it kept it quite tight at the back, quite ensuring that he going forward doesn't really put the team at risk. He was really immense today. I give him a 9. And again, big up to our youth system, man. I mean, Mars Lewis Kelly, what a player. And I admitted to something here on live on the show, Josh. I think we got in our hands a big player. I'm now comparing him to a youthful Ashley Cole. I mean, I can't remember a left back that just imposes himself in games, has so much composure, has so much confidence off the ball and even with the ball, and does his job, which is defend. I mean, what a player! Absolute player, man. In our hands. Shout out to Amy
absolutely.
Baba who just came into the charts, man. That's my guy, my brother. Big win. I know he'll be happy.
Yeah,
That's my guy.
big up to you, bro. This became Lewis-Skelly's standard. Fair play to him. It has. It's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Raya 7 says Rory, Timber 8, Saliba 7 as well. There's some ratings there. So yeah, Louis, it's 3-0 now, ain't it? And it's 3-0, I thought. Mamouche scored a hat trick, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jeez, crazy. Yeah, so Lewis-Skelly, fair enough, man, with a 9 there. Right, next up, we go Odegaard, man. As I said in the first half, I thought it was awful, people. Very frustrating to watch. But as I said, I think it changed around as soon as we made that substitution with Mikel Merino, because then
Hmm.
he had a bit of a target man in the box, and you saw him being more direct. You saw him getting more crosses to the box, trying to make stuff happen. It's a lot more quicker when Merino was there. So I'd probably give him a 7.5 today, 7.5 for Odegaard. But what about you, Tony?
For who? Odegaard?
Odegaard, yeah,
Bro, I thought it was poor today. I'm sorry. That first half, I mean, it just, and see, there's a big importance here
yeah,
in that position that Odegaard is playing in. I mean, he's the assist king that we're supposed to have. He's the one that we've built this team around. And if it's having such a bad game, we do have a bad game in totality. I can't overstate the importance of that. In the first half, he gave the ball away too many times than I liked. Um, he wasn't quick. He wasn't fast enough. And when you're playing against a team like Leicester City, you don't need your captain that you've built the team around to pass the ball a little bit more quicker, to sniff out those pocket spaces and just bring our attacking units together to get them to a point where they could actually get direct points at goal. Like you can see after that first half, when Merino came in, you just started seeing balls going directly, whether it was from an Odegaard, whether it was from Waneri. They just started getting the ball straight and directly to Merino because there was a point man down there. But you need someone who sniffs out those chances to send the ball down there. And Odegaard didn't do that. He lost possession at one point at the foot of our own 18-yard box and left us open to lots of counter attacks, at least on 2 occasions. So I would just give him a 5.5, man. I mean,
I hear it,
shabby
man.
play today, man.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely
Yeah,
gave
he
it.
improved in the second half. That's why I'm
Yeah.
giving him a 5.5. But shocking performance from our captain today, man.
What about Thomas Partey, man? Obviously came off for
Yeah.
Jorginho. But I think he's definitely had better games today. I'll probably go 7 for Partey as well. 7 out of 10. But what do you make of him, bro?
You mean for Thomas Partey? I mean, he
I think,
left the game later on, right? He
yeah,
had quite decent display. Even me and you in the watch along, we were like kind of like complaining that why would he hack Thomas Partey, who was actually our best midfielder down there? I mean, he drove the ball quite well today. He intercepted a lot of those loose balls in the middle of the park. I mean, I would say I'll give him an 8, man. He wasn't. I mean, I couldn't fault him today for anything.
yeah, that's fair, man. That's fair.
I'll give him an 8. What would you have given Partey?
I said I think I went 7.5. I would give him 7.5 or 7.5 for me today
Okay,
because
not bad.
yeah, he's definitely our best midfielder I think today. To be honest with you, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
not bad.
Declan Rice, man. Declan Rice, a bit underwhelming. I thought today, bro.
A bit underwhelming, but I do recognize that he was working behind the scenes. He had to make some certain runs. He had to create some certain razzmatazz here and there, and some certain interceptions here and there. So I mean, he wasn't really. Yeah, you could say poor by standards, but it wasn't really that bad if you ask me. I
Yeah,
mean, we had lots of the possession. He helped him play, but I just see. Yeah, I just felt it was drab from him in pocket times, but I mean, it didn't really affect the game. He made a couple of tackles here and there. He drove the ball forward here and there, but nothing spectacular. I'll just say 7.5.
yeah. I would have gone 7. I would have gone 7 for Rice today. Let's go to this kid right here, man. Ethan Wanyeri. Man, that Wanyeri.
Ethan,
Most dribbles
Ethan.
completed, most tackles in a match, hit the
Mm,
woodwork, won the most
hit the
dribbles.
woodwork today.
Oh my
Hit the
god,
woodwork today.
this guy, man, and the cross as well for the first goal. Wanyeri for me,
Yeah.
9 because he's unlucky not to score today, man. I'll give him a 9.5, yeah, because he obviously didn't score. But
Mm.
overall performance, absolutely top class for Wanyeri. But what do you think?
Absolute top class, bro. Absolutely top class today. I mean, sometimes you just, even if you're not scoring goals, yeah, I mean, you just need that player who is a constant headache to the opposition players. It was a constant pain in the flesh, a thorn, complete, absolute thorn in the flesh of Leicester City defenders. Christensen, had to go for lots of challenges today. I mean, uh, Waneri didn't allow him, have any breather. It was attack, 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 and that's because of his direct kind of play that he's always had. So I mean, Waneri, top player, hit the post today. Was the only one trying to engineer anything in our three-pronged attack today. Uh, I mean, even if he didn't score a goal, it was just quite decent enough today. I really like what I saw from him. But for the fact that he didn't score any goal after that performance, I would just say 8.5. That's a more decent. Yeah, 8.5 is a more decent, score for him.
Let's go to Trossard, man, down the middle today. I thought started off well, but then after that faded away. I think as the game went on, bro. To be honest with you, not great, and obviously it all changed when Merino came on. But yeah, Trossard for me, not started the game. What he made? I remember he made a great pass in like the first opening minutes, but then other than that,
Yeah.
poor man. If I'm being honest, I'll probably give him a 7 today. for Trossard. What about
Yeah,
you, Tony?
and again, man, Trossard is not in the habit yet of complaining too much to the referees. I mean, you remember, I mean, was it not with Michael Oliver? I mean, he complains a lot these days, and
Yeah,
that's one quality I don't want with any of our players. I mean, that confronts the referee and keeps whining. I mean, just get up and get it going. Get up, get it going. You know, he keeps complaining a lot when decisions don't go his way. You know, and he had such a drab showing today. But again, in some cases, I might not even blame him because I'm thinking he's playing with an injury. I mean, we saw him struggle throughout today. Didn't you see it when he was struggling today? Bro, again, that guy might not be 100% to play. I mean, it's probably that we're just shitting him lots of morphine and lots of, I mean, pain relievers to just enable him play. I think
hundred
he's
percent.
injured. Yeah, I'll just give him. It was dropped today. I'll just give him a five, man. It was
That's fair.
bad today.
Yeah, that's fair enough,
Shocking,
bro.
and that five is because of that cross he dished out to Marino today.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Raheem Sterling, bro. Oh my days. I'm going. This may sound generous. I'm going 2 out of 10 for Sterling today. Nothing needs to be said. 2 out of 10.
I'm going 0.5.
Zero. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Zero point 0.5. I mean, it was absolutely shocking today, bro. First touch, zero. Positioning, zero. Confidence in front of goal, zero. Calmness, zero.
Yeah.
Bro, every metric for a striker, yeah, that guy came out abysmal today. Shocking player. And you know what, Josh? I feel scammed by the by us acquiring the services of this total fraud in our football club. What a shocking player he is. His first touch, zero. He's not clinical, no confidence. I mean, it's a shit show at this point. I feel scammed, by us going to Chelsea to get even any other player ever. I mean, let's put a stop on that. There needs to be an investigation while we keep getting these Chelsea players that come down here and start dishing out stinkers everywhere. Shocking player.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%, bro. And then obviously the subs, Mikel Merino, Tony is. It's got to be a 10 out of 10, surely, man. He come and scored 2 goals.
Bro, man, yeah, bro. Come on, man. I mean, we can't even overstate this. It's a certain 10 over 10. I completely agree with you. Comes off the bench, didn't have to play 90 minutes. Came off the bench, put in the first goal. As if that wasn't enough. Positioned himself well. Was clinical at times when we needed him. I mean, was in the 18-yard box and was just like a fox in the box. I mean, the
Yeah.
finishes, yeah. I mean, look at that second goal. It's just, I mean, it was just dead.
Well,
The way he took that goal, it was easy peasy. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to
well,
see. Big ups to him, man. No one is overhyping him, but I mean, coming from the bench to being where he was in those two goals, positioning himself clinically and with that confidence, calmly slotting those balls into the net. I mean, 10 over 10, man. 10 over 10. 10 over
I,
10.
yeah, has to be, bro.
No doubt
Uh,
whatsoever. No doubt. It's a 10 over 10.
the rest of the subs we brought on Calafiori, Jorginho, and Tierney. They had limited
I'll just give
experience.
them three because there wasn't enough
Yeah,
metrics to actually go by with them. But three over 10 is okay for them. There's
yeah.
nothing there. They come on quite
Oh,
late. There was nothing they did.
yeah. There we go, man. That is a player ratings done.
Mikel Arteta. What will you give
Oh,
Mikel
the
Arteta?
manager, of course. Yeah,
The
the manager.
manager.
Man. Okay, so listen. I think credit where credit's due for him making that sub of Marino because that obviously got us.
Yeah.
It had to be done. He took off Sterling earlier. I mean, he took off Sterling, so and that had to be. Tony called it, and Marino came on and he obviously got the goal. So credit where credit's due with that.
Yeah.
But Marino, I think in one year we've got him out of jail a little bit with his performance, man, because it wasn't a great performance at all. But clutch settings from Merino. We got,
Yeah.
3 points. We're 4 behind we're 4 behind Liverpool now. I'll probably go 7 or 7 for answer out of 10.
7. Yeah. Exactly what I wanted to give to Mikel Arteta. I mean, there's nothing big, no much difference from what you would actually give him throughout the season because he has actually failed to bring in a striker. But again, you need to recognize what he did to change his game, hacking off Sterling. I think he's a signing, so I mean, it takes a lot of guts to just hack him off the way he did and bring in a player, who eventually changed the game. So I do agree with you. 7 is the number for Mikel Arteta. I think he really tried to just to just hack off Sterling. He did that quite well and ruthlessly. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And of
Yeah.
course, Merino, had the final word. So I mean, naturally, you just have to give him above average for that.
Facts. So yeah, that is that, guys. That is a match review done. 2-0 to Arsenal. Tony, thank you so much for coming on the show today, my friend. Really appreciate it. Do you want to shout out anything, bro? Shout out any content you got coming up on your channel before we get out of it?
Yeah, people, see, me and Josh will be back here tomorrow. See, I don't know what games are coming up tomorrow, but I know one that's coming up tomorrow. Wolves
Liverpool
versus Liverpool.
Wolves.
And guys, you have to join me and Josh for that one, yeah. Big matchup. We'll be down here, for the hate along because we need to make sure that Liverpool don't see the light of day tomorrow. I mean, Wolves will be fighting for their lives. I mean, they're in a clear relegation battle and they will be sniffing this chance up that Leicester City just passed up in getting a draw against Arsenal today. They will see it as a chance to get further up, further up the board and get out from relegation battle. So let's see what happens. It's going to be at Anfield, which makes it a little bit more dicey. But with Liverpool being without who is this guy? Curtis Jones. They were without Curtis Jones, who got a red card in that Everton game. They will be without the coach also in this game, mind you. And Slot was also shown the red card. So let's see if Liverpool will, have what it takes to just get out of muddy waters when they face Wolves. I really genuinely think that Wolves will give them a hard game in this matchup tomorrow. Join me and Josh Truguna in this matchup tomorrow. We'll be bringing it to you live, and it will be on my channel also as well as his channel. So, guys, please make sure you support me on Tony Cloud Gunner TV. That's my channel, guys. Support that channel and support me and Josh and what me and Josh are trying to do. Yeah, peace, people.
100%, man. Yeah, as Tony said, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone. As always, come on, you Gunners. Big win. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Peace.